wanna make sound. I wanna change everything. I wanna know it, feel it, take it all. I wanna fix everything. But the hardest part of this is to take who you are and change what you need. Stuck in a place you're not meant to be. Take all your doubts, take it from me. You made your chains, now be your release. I wanna scream out, 'cause I can't stand this wait and see. 'Cause I've been way down, way too long. There's still a pulse in me. But the hardest part of this is to take who you are and change what you need. Stuck in a place you're not meant to be. Take all your doubts, take it from me. You made your chains, now be your release. Who let you down? Who let you down? There is no easy way out. Who let you down? Who let you down? The right words, the wrong time, a hard look at the hard lines. Who let you down right now? There is no easy way out. Take who you are and change what you need. Stuck in a place you're not meant to be. Take all your doubts, take it from me. You made your chains, now be your release. Who let you down right now? Who let you down? There is no easy way out.
Asked her if she'd stay a while. She said that's really not my style. I might be here for tonight, but baby I'll be gone in the morning light. Take me away to my favorite place where I don't have to grow up and stay this young forever. Baby, can you play this game? So are you too busy growing up to be something you don't wanna be? Anyway, steps where you gotta be tonight.
Welcome, race fans from around the globe. Here they come, out of turn 4, to the white flag, and it's 1 to go. All right, good evening, sim racing fans, and welcome to the 1 to Go Studios coverage of the 2021 Spring Summer Lightspeed Racing League Xfinity Series, presented by Gridfinder, Wilder Graphics, the Buttkicker, Sim Speed Shops, and Track Time Entertainment. Tonight we bring you coverage of round number 15 live from the Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina. I'm Harold Darner for 1 to Go Studios. Thank you for tuning in tonight. And we have the LSRL Xfinity Buttkicker 170 under the lights here in Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina. I'm glad that you guys have showed up for us. Looks like 21 drivers have joined into the server. So they are just done with practice and we're getting into qualification. First out there is Landon Quisenberry. Ira Kohlhaas, top of the board, 31.047. Adam O'Brien now to the top board. So we look at Adam O'Brien there in the 775 Kinetic Big Jim Cookie Black Magic Machine. Looks like Cameron Hearn now to the top spot. And good evening, Kathy Joes, checking in on Facebook Live for 1 to Go Studios. Ira Kohlhaas back to the top as our new leader as he's finishing his second lap. There's Ira right there. Adam O'Brien puts up the fastest lap on his second lap at 35.13. And Cameron Hearn, so looks like the track speeds up on lap number 2, similar to the Degas system. As we see that number 15, currently the pole sitter, at 34.71. Got David Dunwoody out here is yesterday's winner in the Cup Series. His Big Jim Cookies 46. Won at Dega last night and one heck of a finish. If you weren't able to see that, go back into our Facebook and check it out. Seth Ryder now up to the 5th spot. Chandler up to 6th position. You're watching the scoring pylon on the left side of your screen. And Quisenberry trying to get his next lap in, or second lap in. Put up a 39.41. That'll put him into the 10th spot. Mike Jeans in that 08. New paint scheme for him. He usually has an American flag in his car, but he's running the Rowdy Energy 08 Mobile 1 paint scheme. As he just puts in a 32.779. She'll put him into the 14th spot. See how he does in his second lap. A little over a minute left before we go racing. There'll be 2 competition cautions. Get the numbers here as soon as I can. Back down to the stripe to complete his second lap is Mike Jeans. Throw 37.47. It'll put him in 11th spot. Let's kick it over to Sweatless. They are our sponsor for the Polo Award. by, that's Sweatless, and they provide our Put a Cap on That Pole Sitter Award, which we'll go to right now. And that's Cameron Hearn in the number 15 with a 30.471. He's the pole sitter for the Put a Cap on That Pole Award, sponsored by Sweatless. And off to our grid. The starting grid is presented by Grid Finder. Find your place on the grid for the Buttkicker 170. Cameron Hearn in the inside. Outside of row 1 is Adam O'Brien. Johnny Rapp and Ira Kohlhaas will be in row 2. Row 3 will be Seth Ryder and Dylan Gonis. Row 4 will be Chandler Sommer and Justin Wilson. In the 9th spot in row 5, Anthony Giuliano and Jake Fluman. Mike Jeans and Landon Quisenberry, row 6. Row 7 is Brandon Ayers and Kevin Gunther. David Dunwoody and Chase Berry will be in row number 8. Row 9, Chris Cohn and Leonard Frost. Patrick O'Brien and Christopher Couric will be in row 10. And our final row of row 11 will be Anthony Ludi and Keith Bouchard. Is the lineup for the Buttkicker 170 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway under the lights. We have a momentary break here. Look at the cup standings. Landon Quisenberry leading the way with Frost, Giuliano, Brigani. Actually, that is the cup schedule. Sorry, cup standings. There's Landon Quisenberry, Wilson, Ira Kohlhaas, O'Brien, Stefan, Gomez, Louis, Giuliano, and Gunther with Couric tied in the 9th spot there. This is our schedule, so we will be moving on to Nashville next week. See the guys coming off of pit lane there, or off of the front stretch to get onto the grid. First lap is presented by the Sim Speed Shop. These shops specialize in custom sim racing hardware. Sim Speed Shops manufacturing sim racing hardware, utilizing the best components available as well as mixing in real-life components when available. Customize your hardware and rig today. Visit www.simspeedshop.com to order yours today. We have Anthony Ludi. You can see him back here in the Navy ride. He was our recipient of the button box that the sponsor Sim Speed Shop put together. Check out Anthony Ludi's button box. They put that onto their Facebook page. And here we are coming to the green flag. Cameron Hearn off to a early lead over Adam O'Brien in the 775. They're starting lap number 1. So until 25 and 55 will be the competition cautions for tonight's race. Front 3 there. Johnny Rapp in the 76 in the 3rd spot. As this front 3 are off to a pretty good start. Steph Ryder in that number 19 car is in the 4th spot with Justin Wilson and Ira Kohlhaas with him. Top 6 single file. There's that number 4 Chase Berry with Leonard Frost and Couric. Dylan Gomez and Ira Kohlhaas with Wilson in front of them. And a Quisenberry. Fastest lap this lap was Adam O'Brien. We're on board with Kevin Gunther here. Number 23 of Kevin Gunther. Kathy Joe, say good luck to Seth and Mikey. Cameron Hearn, fastest car on the track. Chandler following Landon. Looks like Gona is up into the wall there on the outside retaining wall on the back stretch. On lap number 5, we're in about 30 seconds a lap here. 113 laps is the scheduled. Here are the number 23 and the 12 as Chandler Sommer and Kevin Gunther. Like Jake Blumen is in the all black number 98. It's currently just in front of the 17 of Anthony Giuliano. We jump back up to the race leaders here. So Hearn and Adam O'Brien 1-2, and a little gap over Rapp, and then they have almost a second behind them to Ryder, Wilson, and basically a slew of cars. So the front three pretty much on a breakaway here. But a half a second between O'Brien and Rapp. Working lap number 7. We're going to lap 8-7 down. Looking at Landon Quisenberry and the number 12 of Chase Chandler Summers. And Red Bueller's checking in as he's rooting for Ira Kohlhaas. Ira currently in the 7th spot in his Pepsi Zero Sugar ride. On board here with Jake Blumen. And 19 of Seth Ryder in the Rockwell Automotion. And it's the 58 of Justin Wilson behind him. Scraping the wall there in front of them was Johnny Rapp. Johnny Rapp about a half a second behind Adam O'Brien. Adam O'Brien about a half a second behind Cameron Hearn now. There's 58 getting onto the back of the 19. Sliding up to the outside retaining wall on the front stretch and then dives to the bottom coming up to turn number 1. About a half a car length between the two. Working 12. 25 will be our first of the 2 competition cautions. As we have 22 drivers racing with us tonight. And there's Kevin Gunther, 15th position. That's Pat O'Brien in front of him in the 59, 14th position. on board with Gunther here. Mike Jeans going underneath David Dunwoody. Jake Blumen and Anthony Giuliano as we're completing lap 16 here. About 10 more laps till the first competition caution is weighed and the drivers can assess their tire wear and fuel mileage and make calculations. There's the number 17, Anthony Giuliano, currently in the 8th spot. I know it's Dylan Gonez and Landon Quisenberry, admins and teammates that are behind him. There's Giuliano. You can see him working that 17 underneath it. Looks like Blumen running the high line. Currick below Andy Dunwoody with Pat O'Brien coming up behind him as well. As Currick gets around, as we see here with Anthony Ludi, this is about the 13th position that these guys are working for. The front of that being Currick in the 24. A 4-car battle here in the back, about 13th spot. Working lap 20 now of 113, 5 laps till we throw the competition caution. Pat O'Brien here with Anthony Ludi behind him. It looks like Burrick has moved himself into the 13th spot, gapping these guys a little bit. A lot of these guys are going to have to assess how they ran the tires and fuel to decide what they're going to do in the next set. Maybe try something different so they know what they have for the last segment. This track is notorious for tire wear. These guys are all going to try to figure out what they need to do. As Cameron Hearn now up to a 1.6 second lead. Ryder and Wilson have moved up in the 2nd and 3rd, and Adam O'Brien back to the 4th spot, and Rapp in the 5th spot. That's your top 5 here at Charlotte. And you see Dylan Gonez going back as Currick goes underneath him. Gonez back in the wall again, having an issue keeping that thing off the wall tonight is Dylan Gonez. Pat O'Brien going underneath the 27 as Ludi looking for a way around as well. There's Dilly, the inboard camera. He's riding right up against that outside retaining wall at 27. as Anthony Ludi has now gotten around him. Hunter Frost moving up into the 16th position. And Jake Blumen up to the 6th position. Here with Couric, O'Brien, and Ludi. And Adam O'Brien now fighting, it looks like 4th and 5th between him and Rapp. That 76 Turtle Beach in the 775 Kinetic of O'Brien as Jake Blumen rides around the top and gets around Adam O'Brien and put him into the top 5 as the competition caution waves here. While we're gathering up the field, let's get it to the title sponsor, the Buttkicker.
Buttkicker. Feel what you've been missing. Get yours today at www.thebuttkicker.com and be sure to use promo code LSRL for 20% off.
All right, you guys are coming down pit lane, very busy. Should be everybody coming down. I don't anticipate anybody staying out. These are your race leaders. The top 3 right there, Hearn, Ryder, Wilson. Hearn was our top person on the grid, so he'll be the first one in at pit stall number 1 in that 15. Okay, everybody's going to take 4. It looks like one person took 2. It looked like that may have been Justin Wilson. A little surprise there. He may have actually took 4. It was a 14.7. So it looks like everybody took 4 tires on pit lane. While we continue to get the fields worked out, let's hear from Grid Finder. There are grid and result sponsored. Grid Finder, find your place on the grid. All right, caution still out. See the pace car gets the lights off this time by, which they are. So we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here with 28 down. $85 to go. We'll be stopping the action again at lap 55 for the second and last competition caution. We had one driver disconnect, Dylan Gomez, having some issues getting on and off the pit lane and has disconnected. 22 drivers started the race, 21 still on the lead lap and running around the circuit here. White jeans all the way in the back of the pack there. Minute and 6 seconds repair, as well as Brandon Ayers was pretty long. So Couric with a little long pit stop as well. So from Couric, Gunther, Hone, Jeans, Bouchard, and Ayers all extended pit stops. Here we go back to green flag racing here. 15 brings us to the green flag into turn number 1. Cameron Hearn gets a really good jump. Looks like we have a person into the wall, in the inside retaining wall, but no caution. Looks like that was Chandler Sommer, and I believe that is the number 12 car. Heavy on the inside wall. Still green here, lap 30 being worked upon. The 15 in the commanding lead here with Seth Ryder and Wilson. And it looks like Anthony Giuliano, something happened on his car. A lot of smoke coming out from underneath it. But we're still running green flag here. Pat O'Brien moving up into the 9th spot. Hearn continuing to stretch out his lead. Adam O'Brien and Jake Fluman. Looking back at Kirk and Frost as Ryder is moving around Andy Dunwoody. And that Rowdy 08 just behind Chase Berry in the number 4. Pat O'Brien, Anthony Giuliano puts them in the 9th and 10th position in front of Anthony Louie. So that's 75 of Adam O'Brien. Landon right behind him. It's the battle for 7th. Like Bouchard and Sommer both off pace. Matt in 20 and 21st position. Hearn about a half a second over Ryder. Wilson about another half a second behind them with Rapp. Top 4, then Ira Kohlhaas into the 5th position. Anthony Louie looking to get around the 59, drives down to the bottom line. Inside of the 59, there's Landon and Adam O'Brien now duking it out here for the 7th position as Jake Fluman is just ahead of them in the 6th spot. Anthony Giuliano in 9th, looking for his options as he's catched up to these guys. Giuliano looks like he's going to follow his teammate Landon Quisenberry onto the backstretch. Adam O'Brien has Anthony Giuliano behind him. You got Booty and Couric together here to 25 and to 24. That's for 10th and 11th. As Ryder is catching up with Cameron Hearn. There's the battle for the 1st position. It looks like Seth Ryder's not going to let Cameron get out to the big lead that he had in the first segment. About 3/10 the separation, about 2 car lengths. Working lap number 39 now. Cameron Hearn to the high side, the 19 just sticking along the apron. Hearn 3/10 ahead of Ryder, and about a good second and a half behind them is Wilson and Rapp. About 8/10 behind them is Ira Kohlhaas. On board here with Ryder. We're now lap 41 of the 113. Hearn about is stretched out to back to about a 4/10 of a second in front of Ryder, and about 1.2 seconds ahead. Johnny Rapp now has moved into pit lane. I guess that's being scored. I guess he was on the apron, but he's coming in and out of existence. That's the problem that I'm seeing right now for Johnny Rapp. He's there and he's gone, so he's having some major connection issues. That's why my scoring's going crazy. And having a very bad connection, so hopefully he'll get that cleared up. As we're single file all the way down the backstretch. Lurking lap 43 of the 113. Competition caution number 2 will be at 55. Keith Bouchard onto pit lane. Is the car in 21st. He's a lap down. Back on board with number 19 is Seth Ryder. And he's about 4/10 the separation between him and Cameron Hearn. And they almost a full second back to Justin Wilson. Ludi, Couric, Landon, Quisenberry, and Leonard Frost. It's the battle for 9th. Couric underneath Ludi. Quisenberry watching Rudy and Frost as Frost goes by. Damage in that front right of Quisenberry, the 75, as he's trying to get around Ludi. There's a 08 of Mike Jeans with Pat O'Brien. Looks like Jeans is running that high line. And we're working that 48. Couric looking at Leonard Frost. Look at almost 3 wide around Ludi here. It looks like Mike was going high. There's Ludi on the onboard camera here. As Mike Jeans is underneath him, underneath the 25, the 08, the Rowdy Machine. So working lap 50. We throw the competition caution as the completion of lap 55 by the race leader. And putting Mike Jeans now in the 11th spot. Like Jake Fluman up to the 5th position, and number 98. You can see him with Mike Jeans here as he gets around. Mike Jeans does, and the 10th spot he goes. Watching Chris Couric in the 11th spot here, number 24. For lap 55, Hearn and Ryder in the top 2 positions, with Wilson cutting into that lead a little bit. So the top 3 cars within a second of one another. And then in about 4 seconds back is Rapp in the 76, and Fluman about a second behind him as well. All right, working lap 55, so at the end of this, they will throw caution. That race leader Cameron Hearn has set riders within about a car length now. Caution comes out for competition, and we'll send it over to Wilder Graphics. That's our graphics sponsor. If you're looking for any kind of paint to be done for your car, your driver helmets, or any kind of paint needs you might need, take a ride on the wild side. Check them out on Facebook.com. All right, everybody on pit lane, as you can see, all the cars down there getting service. Like somebody missed their pit box. Leonard Frost getting underway. Cameron Hearn, looks like Ryder may have gotten a head on pit lane over Hearn. See how that pans out. Cameron Hearn was caught speeding. He's going to the back. So Seth Ryder is now the leader with Justin Wilson and Rapp, the top three. Jake Fluman and Ira Kohlhaas round out the top five. Kathy Joe is out here rooting on the 19. He's happy that he's in the catbird seat. Waiting for the one to go signal to be given by the pace car so we can get back to green flag racing. Just shy of the halfway point here for the 113 laps for the Buttkicker 170 under the lights here at Charlotte. Tomorrow night, Wendigo Studios will be providing coverage for the North-South Racing League as the ARCA Series heads to Rockingham, a beautiful track in North Carolina. The home track when I was in the military at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, not too far from the raceway. US 1. A great place to watch a race. I know they're trying to get races back there, so we want to go here under caution. So we're going to get the lights out of the pace car, and we're going to go green on the next run by. And then Monday night, we will be at Martinsville for the Street Stock Finale race for 200 laps for the North-South Racing League. And we got Mike Jeans throwing an up in chat, so not sure where that's coming from, but where it happens. The race leaders, Seth Ryder with Johnny Rapp in the 76. They'll be the front row. Pace car takes off, and the 19 will bring us to the green flag. Jake Blumen quietly up into the top three. Ira Kohlhaas in the fourth spot, with Adam O'Brien and Anthony Giuliano rolling out the top six. Front three rows as the green flag waves. And number 19 is Seth Ryder off to a good start, almost 3/10 over Rapp. And the competition cautions are done for the night. Racing flags only from now out, and we have a pile up on the backstretch, and the caution wet flag waves. We'll check this out here on the chopper cam. Keep an eye on the 17. he was involved, so we'll see how this goes. As they took the green flag and it was going on to the backstretch. The Adam O'Brien and the 17 are side by side. Brian squirrely and basically tries to save it. It takes out the 17 and himself. So, at apron tape there, that blue ribbon down there can be very treacherous, and Adam O'Brien got him a little bit on there, upset the car, and caused this caution here to fly. There are no fast repairs in this league, so they'll have to fix that damage. So that moves. The front four stay the same with Jeans and Barry, the top 6 now. And Mike Jeans decides to pit. Not sure if he got any of that damage. Like a fuel only stop for Mike Jeans. Maybe he's thinking of a fuel strategy race here today. So Adam O'Brien, Summer, Giuliano, Frost, Richard, all on pit lane. So top 16 on the racetrack on the lead lap. Like Adam O'Brien may have disconnected. Like Chandler, Sumner in the 12 coming back onto the racetrack. So stay on the lead lap. And Giuliano trying to get onto the raceway. And Leonard Frost as well to try to maintain so they don't go a lap down. Adam O'Brien goes a lap down, but like I said, I believe he's been disconnected. I think Mike's looking for a fuel run. He's been having, because he came down and did a 4.2 second pit stop. So did Dunwoody and Pat O'Brien, as well as Justin Wilson. All 4 of them came down for pretty much fuel only. And they're limited to 3 sets of tires and 70% on fuel. That plays in there as well. Yeah, we try to keep things going on. You ask the question, I'll try to find the answer. Doesn't mean I'll always have it, but I try. So coming up about halfway here, Seth Ryder leading the way with Johnny Rapp behind him in the second spot. Jake Fluman in that all black 98, and Ira Kloss in the 29. Pepsi Zero Sugar at the top 2 rows. Wonder if we get the 1 to go signal here. Interesting. Adam O'Brien was shown as having a mechanical disconnection, which basically means that he had a connection issue to the internet. Wonder if that may have led to the contact between him and Giuliano. All right, 1 to go here. We'll get ready to go green flag when the pace car gets out of the way. Ryder will have control of the field yet again. Adam O'Brien 2 laps down now. 19 cars on the lead lap. 20 cars connected to the service. Once we go green here, we'll have 64 down. 69 left. Ryder takes the green flag off into turn number 1 they go. Ira Kohlhaas working the high side. Here's Fluman up to the second spot. '76 of Rapp underneath the 29. The number 4 of Chase Berry there with them. Ryder out to about a 4/10 lead over Fluman. And Jennifer Giuliano checking in. And they actually had a decent sized field today. 22 drivers started the race. Look at Cameron Hearn working Anthony Ludi and Justin Wilson with him. Landon Quisenberry and Justin Wilson here. Working lap 68, so we're halfway, cross flags out. Looking at 24 of Christopher Couric. And Cameron Hearn in that 15 has just got around Chase Berry, put him in the 6th position. And Justin Wilson in 8th. Has 10 laps on his tires, but the group in the back from Dunwoody, Old Pat O'Brien, Jeans, all having 7 or less laps on their tires and fuel. We'll see how this turns out. Cameron Hearn under the 24 of Christopher Couric. That's the battle for 5th. 15 in the 24. Cameron Hearn sliding through the grass. Interesting line by the 15, but he does get the pass done. Put Hearn in the top 5. As he's closed up on Rapp in the 76, he's going to dive low under him. Put that thing right along the apron tape. Slides right around, put him in the 4th position. The Cameron Hearn, a man on a mission, coming from the back of the field and moving up. As we're past halfway, you got Couric now working on the 76 of Rapp. It's the battle for 5th. Your leader by just over 3/10. Just right behind them is Ira Kohlhaas. So Kohlhaas and Fluman basically a 1-2 in the 2nd and 3rd spot. As Cameron Hearn is working his way up to catch those guys. Looks like he's within their draft now. And he's pulling along Couric and Rapp with him. And 40 laps remaining. Couric is in that 5th position. about 6/10 behind Cameron Hearn. Mike Jeans sitting in the 18th spot. Not sure what is wrong with his car. We're on board here with Hearn as you see Ira Kohlhaas in front of him. And Jake Blumen in front of Ira Kohlhaas. So about 4/10 behind Ryder in the 19. There's Couric and Rapp. That's 5th spot. And it looks like Justin Wilson is moving his way into close proximity to Rapp as you see Wilson's onboard camera. And there's Barry behind them in the number 4. So lots of smaller races inside the race. Little group here for 5th. Back of that one is Barry. So Anthony Ludy's trying to make his way up into this battle for 5th. Little dust cloud there. Looks like Barry and Couric almost getting into one another. Johnny Rapp maybe still having connection issues, which it looks like he is. And he's currently in the 8th spot in the number 76. He's side by side as Couric and Barry, as Wilson has moved his way past them into the 5th spot. So it looks like most of these drivers have 21 laps on their tires. Times are falling off into the mid 31s. So you guys are about a whole second or more, second to 2 seconds off of their fastest speeds. And you're right here with Couric. He's behind Chase Berry in 7th. Keep an eye on Couric and Ludy. We were just behind the 76 of Rapp. As Ludy's now gotten around Couric, I put Christopher Couric in the 9th position. Check out Flumen and Cameron Hearn here, as Cameron Hearn has taken over the 2nd spot and moving to challenge Ryder, who's 1.2 seconds ahead, as Flumen has the high side and Cameron Hearn on the low side. This is the battle for 2nd. .15 Tabasco has a inside track here. See if he can make the pass. Leonard Frost has now disconnected. So Jake Flumen going to the bottom line as the 15 is on the outside. Again, battle for 2nd here. Flumen does the crossover move. 15 dives underneath him to get to the stripe. 15 likes to cut through the grass. making that pass through the grass. So put Cameron Hearn into the second spot now. Right, 30 laps remaining. We're in the 32s now. I said battle for second here between Hearn and Fluman. Fluman in the all black. The Tabasco is Hearn. 2 seconds behind race leader of Ryder. Looks like Wilson has just got around Ira Kohlhaas. So it puts Ira back into the 5th spot. Justin Wilson just in front of that Pepsi Zero Sugar of Ira Kohlhaas. Chase Berry down in the pit lane. Finish up 86 to the 113. Landon Quisenberry now on pit lane. So one of the green flag pit stops will start at this point. Looks like the front guys are on 30 laps. One of the guys that know they need fuel have decided to split the difference. Ira Kohlhaas now on pit lane. Usually pretty one of those guys that stays on for a while. So Kohlhaas, Rapp, Ludi, Couric, all on pit lane. As Ryder and Hearn and Fluman all 31 laps with Ayers, Hone, and Gunther all on 31 laps without coming down the pit lane. As that's Chris Horn. He scored as a 0.64. Looks like he's coming down this time with Gunther. So the cars that are about 30 some odd laps have decided to start coming down pit lane. There's Ira Kohlhaas as he's getting back on the pit, off the pit lane onto the racetrack. He's just trying to get around Ludi and stay underneath that blue line. Now he's free to move up onto the track. Wilson on pit lane as well. Mike Jeans up to 7th. He has the least amount of time since being on pit lane with Anthony Giuliano. There's the 76 cutting over the grass there. That is Johnny Rapp as he's working with Ira Kohlhaas. More drivers down as Brandon Ayers, who's come down pit lane. So Ryder, Hearn, and Fluman, the top 3 still on the racetrack. See the 15 of Cameron Hearn going around. That would have been the 08 of Mike Jeans, putting him down a lap. So top 5 and only the top 5 on the lead lap currently. Fluman around the 08 now. That's the 3rd place driver. The leader's on 35 lap fuel and tires. Anthony Giuliano, he's 27 laps on his tires. We're going to hear Chris Horn. Landon Quisenberry and Anthony Ludi. Quisenberry getting around the 25. Put him in the 9th spot, top 10. It looks like David Dunwoody in the 46. He is in the 16th spot, a lap down. Seth Ryder coming down pit lane. So is Cameron Hearn. Jake Fluman stays out the lead. The lead change here on lap number 94. Jake Fluman leading the way in his Toyota. His Jet Black 98 leading the way. Justin Wilson coming up. He is a lap down, as well as Mike Jeans. Wilson has already pitted. That was 4 laps on his tires. Fluman is going to need to pit again at 37 laps currently on his tires and fuel. Justin Wilson, that Camaro's moving up awful quick behind the race leader. Fluman trying to get his lap back the hard way. The 58 looking on the inside. He'll get there and make his pass by. So that puts Justin Wilson is one of the 3 cars on the lead lap currently. There's your race leader, Jake Fluman. Ludi and Ira Kohlhaas. It's for 9th and 10th. Landon Quisenberry just in front of them in the 8th spot. So the Jake Fluman, Anthony Giuliano, and Mike Jeans, 3 cars that are going to need to pit for the completion of the race here. There's about 17 laps remaining. I don't think Fluman has enough gas to go 57 laps. But Fluman is the race leader, 26 seconds in front of the rest of the way. If he's got the gas, he's got the win as long as we stay under green flag conditions. But I'm not sure he has the fuel to finish this out. We're under here with Hone, the 064, and Pat O'Brien in the 59. The 59 comes down across, and he's up there with his teammate David Dunwoody. Still having problems with that connection. Fluman, 24 seconds is the lead. We have 15 laps to go. Like I said, if he's got the fuel, he's got the wind. Not sure he actually does, though. Seth Ryder was 2 seconds faster on the last lap, though. Jake Fluman coming down pit lane. He did not have the gas. That'll give the fuel. That'll give the lead back to Justin Wilson. As your new race leader, that's Wilson in the 58. Justin Wilson is looking to make this 3 in a row as he won at the Glen and last week at Talladega in the Xfinity Series with one heck of a finish, and he was able to pull that off. 3 seconds the lead over Ryder and Hearn as we're winding down the laps here with your race leader, the 58 of Justin Wilson. Giuliano's still on the racetrack, 36 laps on his tires and fuel. Pat O'Brien on pit lane. First car a lap down at this point. 17 cars on the lead lap. And Jake Fluman currently now in 14th. And a little bit Wilson here on his onboard camera. There's clear sailing in front of him. He's 2.3 seconds in the good over Wilson. We're finishing 101 here. Be 12 laps to go. Ryder cutting into the lead. It's 1.8 seconds with Hearn in close proximity. We saw something similar to this unfolding last night at Talladega, where David Dunwoody was able to catch up to Ryder, Wilson, and Jeans, and making a cut-through pass late to win the Talladega race in the Cup cars. 1.3 seconds, Ryder and Hearn, and they're going to catch his draft pretty darn quick here, and probably within a lap. We're going to get the 10 to go signal when they get by the stripe this time. Coming across the stripe here, 10 to go given to Justin Wilson, as the lead now is less than a second over Ryder. Ryder almost 0.6 faster than Wilson. Cameron Hearn just slightly 0.02 faster than Ryder. So they're coming in a hurry, but did they use up their equipment to get to Wilson? Now within a half a second, Ryder is there looking for an opportunity. Cameron Hearn looks like he's going up high along the wall. As the number 19 up and underneath Justin Wilson makes the pass look easy. New race leader Seth Ryder. You got 8 laps to go. Ryder, Wilson, and Hearn. Hearn looking to dive underneath Justin Wilson coming into turn number 3. He's underneath him. Looks like that pass will be accomplished as well. So Seth Ryder, 0.6 over second place of Cameron Hearn. I wonder if Cameron Hearn has saved enough to catch up to and make a pass on Ryder. And Ryder pretty much an open track in front of him. As that lap, those slower cars are just in front of him by a straightaway. Anthony Giuliano came down for fuel only and back out. He's a lap down in 17th. Ryder's 0.7 the race lead. As Ryder is caught up to lap traffic, that's going to slow him down and allow Hearn to catch up. As we'll be getting the 5 to go signal right on this lap here. So 5 to go to the race leader of Seth Ryder, as Cameron Hearn's trying to find a way to catch up and make the attempted pass. So Ryder and Hearn with the 0.8 of Mike Jeans. He was in the way there, and Cameron Hearn was able to clear him. There's still 0.6 the difference between first and second. And Cameron Hearn was that time 0.05 faster with 4 laps to go. 3 laps left. Ryder, your leader, 6/10 behind him is Cameron Hearn. Justin Wilson, 3 seconds behind the leader, pretty much on his own little island. And then 4th is Barry and Jake Fluman in 5th. Check out Fluman here. He's got about an 8/10 over Rapp, and that's for 4th, or 5th, I should say. Back to Ryder, your leader, with 2 to go. Sticks were out. 2 to go signal. Almost 8/10 now the lead over Cameron Hearn. He comes around here. He'll catch the white flag. White flag's in the air. Flag, 1 to go, presented by 1 to go Studio. Seth Ryder, 4 turns remaining to bring this one home for a checkered flag. Cameron Hearn all the way up to the wall. Ryder in control of this one. 2 turns left. 8/10 the lead, 9/10. Like a second coming off the corner. Corner to the flag, checkered flag out the 19. Seth Ryder, your winner. Cameron Hearn coming in 2nd. Let's see if we can catch Wilson as he crosses the line. And Justin Wilson is in the 3rd spot. We'll throw up the results here presented by the Grid Finder. Final results for the LSRL Xfinity. Buttkicker 170. Seth Ryder wins. Cameron Hearn, Wilson in 3rd. Barry takes 4th. Fluman 5th. Johnny Rapp 6th. Quisenberry 7th. Ayers 8th. 9th was Anthony Ludi. Ira Kohlhaas in the 10th spot. 11th was Couric. Dunwoody 12th. Hone and Gunther were all out, the guys on the lead lap. Mike Jeans was down a lap. Sommer down a lap. Anthony Giuliano finishes 2 laps down. Pat O'Brien down 14. Leonard Frost down 37. Adam O'Brien was down 52 laps. 71 was Bouchard and Gonas 88 laps. That's your results for the LSRL Xfinity Buttkicker 170, presented by the Grid Finder. Find your place on the grid. Race summary from Track Time Entertainment. Seth Ryder is your leader. 3 cautions for 11 laps. 22 racers started the race. Cameron Hearn, fastest lap, 30.438. That was your Track Time Entertainment race recap. We will throw it over to the Buttkicker while I get these guys in the pits for interviews.
Buttkicker. Feel what you've been missing. Get yours today at www.thebuttkicker.com and be sure to use promo code LSRL for 20% off.
All right, be sure to use that code LSRL. Save yourself some dough. In the booth with Justin Wilson, 3rd place tonight, man. You're not too bad for Charlotte.
No, it wasn't too bad. I mean, I put myself in crappy situation. My crew for the 2nd race in a row decided they didn't want to put fuel in my car, so I had to go back in and put fuel in and try and run from the back. But I'll take a solid top 3 after that.
Yeah, we noticed that you're the first car that had to come down for green flag pit stops. Kind of worked out in your way that everybody else had to eventually come down. So,
well, I knew because of the having to pit on that yellow and having to drive through the field that there was no way me pitting with Seth was going to have me any shot, so I had to early pit. I kind of had no choice, but I knew if I early pitted and got far enough ahead, they wouldn't have been able to catch me. But as you can see, that did not work at all.
no, I said that's not a bad finish though. 3rd place for Justin, I mean, you were going for 3 wins in a row in the Cups and the Xfinity Series.
Yeah, no, I'm solid. I'm happy with top threes. I mean, to me, top 3 is just as good as anything else. So that's what wins the championships, is finishing up front. So that's really what you strive for.
All right, Justin Wilson, who do you want to thank, man? I mean, except talk to Anthony. We got to get you some paint on that thing. Get up here.
Yeah, Anthony's working on a paint scheme. He was sending me some pictures and stuff. So hopefully we'll see how that works out. And thank you guys for putting on the show, and the league for inviting us, and all my friends that were able to join. Name them off here. We got Chris Hone. This was his first race. He did really well. Chase finished 4th. That was a good finish for him. And Grizzly was right behind there. Johnny and Chandler and Keith. He didn't really have that too good of a run, but thank all those guys for coming. We have a good time chatting it up, doing some racing. So,
all right, Justin Wilson, man, we'll catch you next week going to Nashville. I was talking with Anthony, and I guess they're trying to decide if we're going to run the super speedway or the fairgrounds, because I know they originally thought the fairgrounds, but now the other track's available. That's going to be something they're going to be talking to you guys about. Try to make that decision soon.
Well, given that I've never raced on either one of them, should be pretty fun.
All right, well, one's a little bigger than the other.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it goes.
All right, Justin Wilson, 3rd place tonight. All right, going to go to Cameron Hearn, number 2 in the Tabasco. Haven't talked to him in a while. Cameron, into the booth with Harold, man. It's been a while. Cameron, are you there? Cameron Hearn, Harold in the booth, man. Okay, don't have Cameron, so we will put him back in the interview pool, and we'll get with the race leaders, the winner, Seth Ryder. Seth Ryder, you're in the booth with Harold, man. A good finish for tonight, bringing home the checkered flag and that Rockwell Automation 19 tonight.
Yes, sir. It was tough. That was a hard race. Cameron was definitely had the best speed. Justin was better at saving tires, and I was kind of just there in the middle. But it came down to pit stops. Like they say, you can't win races when you make mistakes. And I think pit stops, and once I got the clean air, I was able to maintain it.
Looking pretty good. I mean, it's always good to come home with the checkered flag. And like you said, Hearn did have the speed. He was the fastest car under race trim tonight. But you were where you needed to be at the end of the race.
Yeah, Cameron, he had something figured out. That second run we had, I was able to keep up with him, just kind of 2-3 tenths in the bubble. But that clean air made a huge difference. When you're buried up behind someone, it got really, really tight, really fast. But just didn't make any mistakes on pit road, and was able to get it in the end.
All right. So you want to thank for your victory tonight?
I want to thank everyone at Elliott Sadler Esports, Elliott Sadler, all of our sponsors, Nutrinac Solutions, OfferPad, for supporting us in the Coke Series, and looking forward to our upcoming race in New Hampshire on the 13th. And my family and my team for supporting me.
All right, Seth Ryder, your winner tonight for the Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Buttkicker 170. We'll be going next week to Nashville, and we'll hope to see you guys there.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's go back over one more time. We'll throw up our results. Here are the results. Ryder, Hearn, Wilson, Barry, Fluman, top 5. Followed by Rapp, Quisenberry, Ayers, Ludi, and Kohlhaas. That is your top 10 from the Grid Finder. Find your place on the grid for the LSRL Xfinity Buttkicker 170 live from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Glad that you were able to join us tonight. Hope to see you for one of our events in the near future. Tomorrow night, as I said earlier, we will be at the Rockingham with the ARCA Series with the North-South Racing League. Monday night, Street Stocks in Martinsville for 200 laps. And then we will be back here at Charlotte Motor Speedway Tuesday night with the Cup cars. Until then, I'm Harold Donner for Wendigo Studios. We'll see you at the next turn.
What an exciting race brought to you by Wendigo Studios. Here they come out of turn 4 to the white flag, and it's 1 to go. Thank you to all our sponsors, drivers, and viewers. We'll see you at the next turn.